Join me on today's adventure along the Great Central. So first up, this is Newton Lane, just north of Rugby, and obviously the centre one is what was the track bed. This glorious old bridge, which is in amazingly good condition, now a public footpath. Hi Sam. Now a public footpath, which we're going to have a little wander along and see what we can see today. But this is really, really nice. And what they've done here, they've kept it, this is a butterfly conservation area and the Five Arches wildlife site, which is all to do with butterflies. Well, look at this old thing. This is just lovely. This is probably the best condition bridge that I have seen. That is absolutely gorgeous. Bit of erosion on the sandstone up there. But apart from that, look at that. What an absolute beauty. And we'll go around this side. A bit of graffiti. We come to expect that now. This side. Oh, that's really, really nice. Really doesn't do it justice. Just walking under it really, but look at that, that is a beauty. I say so. I'm looking now, I've actually turned around, so I'm looking north, but that's the first bridge of the day, which, to be quite honest, we're going to have to go quite a bit to beat that. That is a beauty. So let's see what else. I can see another bridge already. So as we're walking, literally I can see another bridge already. This is going to be special today. You just know it. I haven't even gone 100 yards and I've already found three things that we need to look at. It's going to be a good day. Sorry? I don't know. Obviously I'm still recording. I'm just saying I walked 100 yards and found all this already. Oh, you're right. I don't know what this is. So if anybody would like to tell me what that bit's for. Yet another feature. Wow. You let these pass then. So not 100 yards into this walk and I'm onto my third feature, second bridge, which is just crazy. You know you're having a good day. So I imagine at some point there was proper drainage here, but obviously it's all gone now. And then here we're going to another bridge. Now I don't know the name of this lane. I'll put it on the video. Well, look at that. 3 arch. That one 5 arches. Last one was 5 arches, this one's 3 arches. I'll find out the name of this lane, because I don't know. Put it on the screen. Look at this. Another beautiful, standard Great Central Railway bridge. Absolutely great condition. Actually a stream running down there. Look at that. That is absolutely mad, because my car is parked just over there. 3 features in 100 yards, 200 yards perhaps. absolutely wonderful. This promises to be a very rewarding little walk. Nice bit of graffiti. What you doing? Same way you went up. The dangers of bringing a wife. Make sure Daisy doesn't fall. Look at that, that's absolutely gorgeous. Lovely. Just continuing our walk along. You can see the trap bed here as clear as anything. And we just seem to be approaching another feature, but don't know exactly what it is. This is really nice. This is what they should do with railways when they make them redundant. There's little bits all over the place here, so I'll have to have a good look around and find what I can find. I think this is just a crossing over a stream. I may be wrong. Been wrong before. Yeah, you can see the classic Great Central ironwork. Oh, look at this. This is really nice. What's that over? Is it it's some form of bridge. Daisy's inspecting. I'll go down here, I can have a look. Get tripped over by the dog. Oh, it's a cast iron bridge. If we go down, I'm risking life and limb for this channel. Wow. There we go, look at that, it's a beautiful old bridge. Just an occupation access, I was told what these were the other day. One of my viewers picked me up on that. I kept calling them agricultural accesses, and they're actually supposed to be called occupation access. So thank you for that. Look at that, that's a real beautiful old thing. Nicely painted. Bit of silly graffiti floating around, but as we see the standard brickwork all the way down there that we see time and time again. So much effort went into this railway, it was unbelievable. A beautiful thing. There we go. Oh, very clever. This is really nice. It's obviously been repainted, and Sam seems to have found an access. So let's go and have a look. Right, I'm not going under there because I've got my wellies on. Look at that. That's an absolute beauty. Bit of a survivor. Cast iron bridge. Glorious blue brickwork. Quite narrow actually, but just an occupation access. What do you say, dude?
See it right over there.
Oh yeah, some stuff in the trees there. I don't know what that is. You might be able to make it out right in the centre. Out there. What a lovely thing. So we walked not even half a mile. Seen 3 fantastic features. Lovely. 4 fantastic features now, thank you. That's really nice.
You're going to fall, so be careful.
Right. Another 100 yards or so down. Thank you, Daisy. About another 100 yards down. And yes, Daisy, calm down. Wow. Another 100 yards down. Found this culvert. I think it's a culvert going under the Great Central. And this is really steep. I'm surprised I don't end up on my backside here. Wow. So hidden away. If I can get the camera to work. Hidden. Come on. Oh, there we go. Hidden away. Look at that. What absolute beauty. Hidden away down this The track's right up there, as I've just come down. That is really steep. You nearly had another recorded accident. And right, with the camera not playing up, that's look at that. I can't get the other side, so what a beautiful bit of kit that is. I presume this stream or river, which is just not very deep, but big enough to fall in. Look at that, that's so beautiful. So we'll find a culvert now. This is the, I'm going to attempt to climb back up there onto the track. There's a good 50 feet down here. The old fence posts here, concrete fence posts. That's probably original. The stanchions on there to stop people just running straight onto the line, of course. Excellent. Another feature found. Right, so as Daisy's demonstrating, continuing our walk down the Great Central. So we're going towards Rugby Central, which is obviously straight in front of us. Whetstone is a very distant memory behind us. And we're approaching another bridge. And this looks a really nice single arch. We've got all sorts going on here. It's right, a minute. Now they're old. They're very old. I don't know. There's telegraph poles all the way down here. There's a stump down there. You can just see through the trees. I've seen them all the way down, just been sawn off at the top. At the top? They were definitely sawn off at the bottom. I've never seen anything sawn off at the top, to be fair. There we go. It's old as well. It goes all the way down. See that gully go all the way down there. Oh, so we approach yet another bridge. I'm being spoiled today. So here we go again. Another bridge. So spoiled today. We've only walked. How far have we walked? Not even half a mile, I wouldn't say. And look at that. There's a path up to this as well. So no, look at it from the other side. And then another 3-arch road bridge, or some sort of road bridge, which I'll put the name of if there is one. My word, look at that. That's another absolute beauty. I spend all the time looking for these. And on this public footpath, really well used, I found, how many? 5? In half a mile. And this is my great sadness with the Great Central, is all the effort that went into building all this structures and the infrastructure of the entire thing, and it was just left. Seems such a terrible waste. That's beautiful. Give us a wave then. Just the same bridge, just up on the top of it. I think it was just a creaky old gate. Just an access, occupation access. Thank you, Daisy. That's one of the copings come off the other end. That's that. Look at that, that's a beauty. Somebody's kicked off. They wouldn't have kicked it off, but they would have forced it off by looks of things, or somebody's reversed into it. I would have done that. This lovely old bridge. the track bed as we were walking on. And that's where we're going next, down there. So she's dead straight here, really lovely. As you're standing here when they were steaming through, incredible, absolutely incredible. Beautifully made bridge, in great condition except for the bit that's been knocked off by a fan or something. There's all pathways leading off here. I don't know where these go. Oh, looks like a housing estate from description. And then you get to this end. By the looks of it, they've both been knocked off. What is it? Yes, there's the other side. That's been knocked off as well. What a sad end to that, because these are beautifully made. Such a shame. The old gate post there. Incredible, beautiful, but sadly ruined at this end. Right, further on, just keeping walking. This is a lovely walk, isn't it, Sam? It really is. Goes on. I mean, it'd be nicer on a bike. I think you could cover this on a bike really quickly. I know. But no, this is really lovely. I'll put all the coordinates and everything else and what 3 words. I'll put them all on there so everyone knows how to get here. If you're outside the area, I'm sure the locals know roughly where this is. And if we look there, I'm getting these all the way down. So these old telegraph poles, as I said earlier, cut off at the top. I think cut off at the top, then buried. No, I don't think that's right. I think they were cut off at the bottom. And they're all the way down. They've been left. Obviously, just took it away. But... oh, black cat. Is a black cat good luck or bad luck? Good luck, I think. So, we'll keep walking and update you when we find more. So that's looking north from where we are now, which I'm not sure, but I'm sure I'll find some sort of location and put it on the screen. But look at that, he's just dead straight and really level. There can't be much gradient in this at all. Beautiful. And then just carrying on, he says, when the camera gets there. We're just going to carry on walking down here for a bit further, see what else we can find. Right, so on this particular section, used to go, I think, straight over here, but they've taken the bridge out, good and proper. Well, that's completely gone. Yeah, that's completely, they've completely taken that out. Now behind there's a housing estate, so I'm not quite sure where we carry on now. So I'll put this location on because you can walk from here, obviously, and go the other way. And now that bridge has been completely removed. So get back in a moment. So as we continue the walk, we're going south towards the Great Central Station in Rugby. Rugby Central, I think they called it. So this is the track bed, as was, and you can see the area's been quite heavily developed, but they've managed to keep the path, which is nice. I don't know if they had one eye on reopening it at some point, because this never ever got built on this side. You know, whereas in Leicester and that bit between Lutterworth and Rugby is really quite developed. This bit isn't, which is quite nice. So let's see what features we can find on this little section. Right, so here comes first feature of the day, heavily modified. It looks just like an access way. In fact, it is. So we can see it here. Just an access, a very grand access though. But credit where credit's due, that is massive. Probably just access this land here and the fields the other side. These aren't original at the top by any stretch of imagination. But what a lovely old bridge. Unfortunately, a little graffitied. A little bit of graffiti. But in general, standard that we've seen so many times before. Rugby Central Railway access. So let's carry on. And carry on south, and I can see other features coming up, so we'll grab those as we get there. So what we're approaching here is a bridge which is set a little bit lower down, which we can see from here. Now this is the River Avon, and the bridge is there. We just got to get to it. So, Middleton Adventuring Services are back in. Could very possibly end up on my backside here because this is a little treacherous. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is a beauty. I'm going to try and get down a bit lower. Oh, look at that. That is really pretty. Obviously the top bit isn't original. Let's get down to the bottom and look at it properly. So there we are. Now that is a beauty. That is massive. Absolutely massive bridge. It's way bigger than anything I've seen. Absolutely huge. I don't think the pictures do it justice. It is absolutely enormous. I'm trying not to fall in the River Avon. That is immense. Huge, huge bridge. And to the top there, to the apex of that bridge, must be 70 feet up easily. Wow, that is massive. Standard build that we've seen so many times, but I never cease to be amazed. Goodness knows how many thousands of bricks went into this. It is huge. An absolutely beautiful condition. I'm going to try and get a little bit closer, but it's a bit treacherous and I don't want to fall in the river. But in the name of this channel, I will continue. There we go. Oh yes, that's right up close now. I found a path now. I've gone through there. Look at that. These great big sandstones of the base. So the base is great big sandstones, massive. I mean, these are huge, and then beautiful brick all the way around. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see if we can go through here without falling in. The river's quite low at the moment, so that's enabling me to have a little walk through. As you can see on the opposite face there, really lovely. Not a lot of graffiti on that side. I don't think it's particularly accessible. And then we come out this side here. There's a tree growing in the sandstone. It's ridiculous. Oh my word, that is absolutely massive. It has some stupid graffiti up there, but there we go. Oh my lord. What a real forgotten gem. This would have, this must have took some building. This is absolutely massive. Trying to give you some scale is that I'm about 5'8" and a little bit, and I come about halfway up to that Springer stone there, or the base stone of the arch. So that's about 10 feet off the ground. At least 10 feet, probably 11 feet off the ground. So that shows you how massive this arch is. It's absolutely enormous. And this is the River Avon, as I said, so what an absolute beauty. And we come down here, apart from that very, very old piece of wood, standard, we've seen these absolutely everywhere. Lovely things. There we go. First proper one of the day, and it's gorgeous. Let's give you some perception of height. Just staggered up here. Absolute beauty. Right, so this is the end of this first bit. And this here, these are original. And this, you can see the little bit where you could stand so the train to go past. Now this isn't original, because this brickwork here has been ripped from somewhere else, because originally it went straight over there. And this first bit was a metal viaduct over the Oxford Canal. I'll try and find some photos of this to give it some vision, but it went straight over here. It launched off here with a metal viaduct that went over the Oxford Canal, which is just down there. You can just see it through the trees, and then it went onto that land there, which is now in a massive industrial estate. And then we went over the Midland Line, I think it's called the Midland Line, I'll correct that if I'm wrong, that had the famous birdcage bridge all the way across it, which got removed in about 2006. And again, I'll try and find some photos. Why this is so heavily, God, it's like a prison in here. But this brickwork isn't original. Obviously the tracks originally would have flown straight down here, straight across, and straight over there in that direction to the birdcage bridge, and then that would take them onto our next bit of our journey today, which will take us down to the station. So these side bits are original. They might have been redone a little bit. I'll go down the side and have a little look. Look at this capping stone. I know it's a bit obscured by this, but my God, it's enormous. Look at that. I dread to think how much that weighs. There's a capping stone. That must weigh, there must be a ton or more there of sandstone. Right, let's go down the side and have a look. So going down the side, obviously we get the usual silly whatever, I don't even know what it is. Write your name on something. Write your name on something in case you forget your name. Bricks galore down here, so you can see where they've demolished bits of it. And then I say this is the spring, if you like, to put the bridge over. So let's see if I can get down here without breaking my neck. Wah. And then that wah noise is a thing you develop in your 50s to let people know that you're about to fall over. Look at that. Oh my God. So loads of, this is graffiti heaven down here. Or hell in my case, but there we go. So you can really see the brickwork that went into this. So you see where it changes there on that capping stone. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the new brickwork there. So the rails went straight above us and off in this direction over here. So if you imagine, I was stood up there a minute ago, and we're now pointing in the direction of the steel bridge, which would take you over this bit and away. And I can actually see a viaduct there, a culvert down there, so we're going to have a quick look at that as well. It's massive viaduct over there. And that isn't anything to do with this railway, because our railway went straight over the top of here and away, as you can see here. And then it went over the top of the... so this was a steel bridge, I do believe. I'll double check that, because there's a heck of a lot of brickwork around here. But that viaduct there, or that culvert, sorry, has not a lot to do with our bridge. But there is literally bricks everywhere. So I'm beginning to think this may have been a brick viaduct, but I don't think it was. But I will double check that. But I know it was definitely a steel one that went over the canal. But that is a fairly, this would have been a magnificent structure back in the day. I'll try and find photos, but it's sadly all gone. Right, nice out of breath after climbing back up that embankment. Right, so that's a good start to the day. So where we parked there is Staveley Road, and you follow it down towards this end bit here. The next section, with the other side, the main line, where we'll pick up the Great Central Way again, all the way down to Rugby Station. Right, so where we are now is, if you go directly from this, which is the last stanchion of the Birdcage Bridge, that went right over this main line, over the main line. Now this main line goes to, he says, you can see the other stanchion straight in front of us. This is the main line to London going that way, and London that way, Rugby that way. So London's off to the right, and you see that's, if we follow this line of these stanchions straight away across, is where I left you a minute ago. So that is the Birdcage, was the Birdcage Bridge, which I'll try and get some photos of. But apparently it was in a terrible condition, state of repair, when they ripped it down in 2006. So that would have sat here. And if you look here, this painting is, or what's left of it, has been graffitied quite a lot. Was sponsored by Rail Track. Completely ruined now, unfortunately, but that's what it was. And then we can see, I don't know if we can see it any better from over here. You can see the line of these brick pillars all the way down there, and that factory there is where we looked over from the other side. That's mad. What a shame. So here we go. So this takes us through to the next section of the Great Central Walk. So you see there, look, we see straight over this is the Birdcage Bridge, was straight in front of us, straight onto the proper embankment here. And where that white roof is at the back is where I left you on that first section, where the Oxford Canal is. Look at that, that's amazing. So I've kept the level fairly good. Right, so now we join the track bed again, and now we should have a series of a couple of 3 bridges, and then we arrive at the Rugby Station, which is the end of our journey today. So we are straight down the back. These houses would all have been here, all part of the rail. Some of them part of the railways. The station, Rugby News Station, is right behind us. So this is the actual track bed all the way through to the station now. Right, so this is our first bridge of the day, and it's an absolute beauty. I'll say that to every bridge. So I'm a bit of a bridgeaholic. I wonder if that's a word. Now look at this, lovely run up to it. The streets are behind it, all these old houses behind here, and a couple off to our right as well. But this is a beautiful blue brick. You can see clearly Great Central architecture, and this is Bridge Street, very aptly named, Bridge Street in Rugby. So we approach this. This looks in amazing condition. It really is. I'm absolutely been stunned that these lines were shut, or this line was shut in 1969. So basically for my entire life this line hasn't run at all, and some of the quality of the brickwork is just unbelievable. We built houses back in the 70s that have been torn down, but look at this. So there's a cast iron road bridge under there. There's bricks around. It's in lovely condition. Oh, we have a bit of track. Lots of graffiti. So we've got the cast iron top there, which is lovely. And look at this. Ho ho ho! Got a funny feeling that's a bit too close to the wall. I might be wrong. Well, that's my first bit of track, original or not, on the Great Central. That is lovely. And then we got cast iron there. It's a bit holey in parts, but in amazingly good condition. Look at that. Yeah, just looking at the track again. Yeah, I don't think it's quite in the right position because there's way too much bridge over here. But it's lovely to see that they've gone to the effort of putting a bit of track back in. Lovely curved brickwork up to the top there, up to Bridge Street. That is lovely. Number one of the day, number whatever of the day now. Number one of this section. So the next bridge on the walk is Clifton Road. Now, I'll put all the what three words up for this. I don't know if you use that app, but I find it brilliant. You can find absolutely anything anywhere with it. Really is really cool. I'm not being paid by them, by the way. That is just an observation that it's a great bit of technology. Right, so this is Clifton Road Bridge. This one's actually got a sign on it. Oh, that's lovely. Similar sort of design to the last one. So we've got the classic Great Central architecture and design. Heavy blue bricks. Those gorgeous sandstone cappings, which are slightly different here. They're slightly more textured and shaped than the ones we get later on in Leicester. This is lovely. Look at that, that's a real nice. So again, cast iron bridge, bricks around, and a bit of track as well, just in for the bonus. Lovely. So going through the usual bit of graffiti, bit of track, too far off to the left I think, but better than nothing. And we have quite a busy road above this I think. Look at that, that's gorgeous again. Really old sign up there. Just make out prohibited. That, again, beautiful old bridge. Being used every day and in great condition. This is a nice walk, Sam, isn't it?
It is, it's nice.
Very pleasant, very peaceful, yeah. That's lovely. So there we go. I don't know what this is. Again, answers on a postcard. That looks really old. I don't know what that is, or how old it is, or what it was used for. I'm sure somebody will tell me. And the next one we're coming up to is Hillmorton Road Bridge. So again, there's all sorts of things here. I'm not sure if much of them are related to the actual railway, but it's a gorgeous walk. Yeah, it's definitely Hillmorton Road, Lower Hillmorton Road I should say. Oh, and look at this. Oh my word, another absolute beauty. It's like 3 arches, road bridge. That is in incredible condition again. And for once, apart from that middle arch, there's not much graffiti on this. You can see there where the original drain pipe would have run down there, and it's now just running straight through it and damaging the brickwork straight underneath. And this side hasn't got one at all, it's just going straight down the brickwork, which is a real shame. If they fixed that, that would last a lot longer, but I'm sure they've got other things to waste their money on. Another really old sign there that's completely gone. And this one's at a bit of a skew angle, so we have a bit of a skewed bridge. Great condition again. Can't really see much soot, but I'm sure there's some up there. And then looking back at it here, that is lovely. Really, really beautiful, beautiful example of great engineering. Very, very old. That's lovely. All I can hear is Daisy panting on this. Right, so here we are. This is the end of our journey. We're going no further south because, as someone who's already pointed out, I'm supposed to be a Leicestershire channel, but I really, really wanted to see this because this is Rugby Central. The platforms are still there, and I think you can even see where the ticket office used to be on top of the bridge. So let's have a good look around this, because this is my little treat for today. You can see the platforms right in front of us. And congratulations to the council, because seriously, this is a lovely, lovely walk. It really is. And it goes for quite a way. I'm sure I'll film it one day, but today is not that day, because today I'm looking at this station. So this is Hillmorton Road, and this is the site of Rugby Central Station. And we're going to walk straight up on the platforms, because the tracks, there's still a bit of track in, which is lovely. Tracks came either side. I think they had 2 this side and 1 this side originally, because the other side of here was quite a lot of sidings. I'll try and find a map of it and put on. I'm not very successful with these because I just run into copyrights all the time, which is a bit of a problem. So we're stepping up onto the platforms. Look at that. That is just, this is great. And they would have come, I think, yeah, they come down at the end, I think. The arches were, unfortunately, it's covered in silly graffiti. But, oh dear me, where do I start? Yeah. This is just so nice. So we're looking south at the moment. I'm going to turn around and bring us back the other way. So I think this is, I'm not sure exactly where they came down off the road. I think it was here. Although there's a lovely archway over there, which I need to catch. It's gorgeous. So the ticket office was here, I do believe. And then you came down, I think you came down here onto the platforms. And the platform is here. Well, this would be southbound, I think. So this would be the southbound platform. Just look at this. No, it's nice to put a bit of track in. They put 2 this side, but I think it was 1. I think. Couldn't say for sure. But so that's Rugby Central Station. I say the graffiti artists have had a bit of a field day in here, but cast iron bridge above us. Actually, it's got brickwork in it. I've not seen that before. Oh my word. Little brick. I don't know what you'd call that, but that is some brickwork. And then, so people would literally stand here to board the train, and the platform runs all the way down there. So you're looking north again. It's in a pretty poor state of repair, and that unfortunately silly people with silly spray cans think it's clever, but it's lovely. Ruined by the spray cans. Oh, there's Sam. Hi, Sam. I don't know how it worked. I'm gonna have to look at it. I don't think so. And here we have. So this is the track level here. It's now flooded, but this is the edge of the platform I'm on now. So there's the platform, and the platform runs right down there, right along here. So this is again looking south. So there's your platforms. So we actually stood on the classic again, pretty much all the way across the entire network of the Great Central. We had the island platform in the middle, so then he didn't have to build two lots and the bridges and passenger bridges and everything else. They just came down straight down the middle and sorted. So that was Rugby Central Station. So what we're going to do now is quickly go up onto the road just to see if there's anything we can see from up there. But I wanted to do this for a while, so that was a nice to do. So it's got. So the Hill Morton Road, so the ticket office was about there. And then our centre section is where it went down to the railway. Right, this is the Ashlawn Road Bridge, and I know now why people told me. So all the people that told me to come here, thank you very much, because this thing is immense and gorgeous. I'm allowed to say that, I've decided. Look at this. This thing is absolutely immense. I'll get down on the track bed and we can have a proper look at it. But my word, this thing is huge. Let's get down on the track bed and have a proper look, because this is stunning. Absolutely beautiful day. And look at this. The Ashlawn Road Bridge. Now, first of all, it's unusual for me to know the name of a road, but that is immense. I can't even, the cutting here is, it must be 100 foot deep, easily. And this bridge is massive. That, oh, well, that is just, there's hardly any graffiti, which is lovely. 3 arches, and look at that. Sorry for the shaky work there. That must be 100 foot high. Perhaps not. Perhaps I'm exaggerating a bit. Look at that. That is workmanship. So we've got a slightly skew on it, slight angle. But my God, nice bit of track. Apparently this was done by the Rotary Club. They put these here a few years back when they keep the walk. So obviously not in its original position. But that is the first bridge of the day. And thank you again to the people who told me to come back, because that is an absolute belter. So I'm going to come back this way anyway, so I can walk back and have a better look at these top two arches. But incredible. Hi Sam. Hi Daisy. So this is just north of the Ashlawn. So what we're doing today is we're going from Ashlawn Bridge, which is here, and we're going to follow the walk back to the station. But this time, so this is south, going towards Onley Lane, I think is the next bridge there. There isn't a bridge, there's nothing. I don't know if that was built afterwards. And then, so we're going to go. The little camera thing is playing up today, so it's having a bad day. So we're going to follow this north. So we're going towards Leicester now, and we're going to follow this to back to the station, Rugby Central. And then I promise you, I've definitely finished on this little bit, and then we're going back Leicester bound, perhaps. Well, I've actually got one little surprise for you, but I'll drop that as my midweek Middy video, which I think you'll all love. So look out for that, because that'll be coming very soon. Let's just keep walking. Lovely day for it. So that's it, just continuing this walk along the track bed. It's actually lovely. There's not as many features this end, except for that squirrel. Wildlife on Middy Explores. I've got a bridge coming up now, which I don't know the name of the road or the path. I don't know. I will find out. But it looks very similar to the other ones we've seen. Very, very nice. So let's have a look at that. So there we go. This is actually a 5-arch bridge. And somebody at some place just put Punks and Anarchy up there. Oh, that's an old one. Look at that. The remains of an old sign up there. Now, I'm not entirely sure what this bridge was for. There was another railway ran through this area, and because I think it's a footpath above, which I'm going to have a look at in a moment. But what a gorgeous old thing. So we can see the drain pipe going out the side, which would at one time be a really fancy feature. But look at this lovely old thing. And that's a 5-arch bridge, which the rest have been 3s, so. Looking back down the way there. So let's go walk up the top and see what we can find. Oh wow, look at this brickwork. Lovely brickwork. The wet and the rain's really getting to that though. That is horrid. And this lovely, half this arch is buried. My word. And then at the top, I'm not sure, like I say, I'll find out and put it on the screen what used to be here. But oh, it's a lane of some description. So there's houses there, and then over the bridge. So whether it's a lane that's been cut off, I don't know. Stop either a rat run or whatever. Looks like they keep on top of the graffiti. Lovely brickwork again. And there's the track bed down there. Well, no, that is really nice. In great condition considering. I'll just walk back down onto the track bed without breaking my neck. Quite a well-worn path this, to be fair, but there we go, look under there. Often we get up this close to one of these arches at the top. Look at that for workmanship. I mean, that has lasted so long and it's still in great condition. I'll say the damp's got to this bit of it. But if we look down here, ignoring, I won't even talk about graffiti. Look at that brickwork, fantastic. Alright, let's carry on with the journey. Hi Sam. Alright, so I think we're beginning to see, well, first of all, that's not original track obviously, but this is the beginning of the platforms. So again, we're going from the south going north, and we can actually see the end of the platform here. So there's the end of the platform going up. That is just incredible. So the track would have split here obviously, and then you had that island platform in the middle. Now this side here is for freight. They had freight and they had sidings going this way, going out to all sorts of buildings over here, which is now houses. And there's the original platforms which the path goes along. So this will be the southbound side. I can't believe this is still here. It's just so cool. Really nice. See the platforms. There's football down there. Anybody want that football? Daisy, you want a football? Is there another squirrel? Oh, lovely. You see the edge here? Oh my word, look at that. Obviously we did this bit last week, so we've just come at it from a different angle. And there we go. All the way down. The station's there. We're not going to go back to the station again today. But get the whole row of the platform here. And of course off to this side was sidings and all sorts, which is now housing estate. But there we go. Thank you to all the people that commented on the last videos, and please like and subscribe as usual. But no, thank you for everybody that has, because it's really growing the channel now nicely, and we're certainly getting out there a lot more. We're going to more and more videos on the Great Central and the Midland line coming up as well. So for another day, thanks for viewing, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye.